Hello everyone, welcome to Living with the Ancients. We're here today in the next 4 days to test our skills. So I think I'm going to put my shelter right in here. There's already a nice natural, very solid overhang. It's not going anywhere. And there's a lot of space to put my poles and then the debris. There's also a spot right here where looks like perhaps a coyote or a coon has been bedding down. So you can see where the coyote stood. You can see the nail marks in there if you look closely. The one concern I would have about this place would be ticks, things like that, so I have to be hyper vigilant bedding down here where the other animals have been sleeping. Ow! Ow! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh man, I don't know if you can see, but I just got stung by a bunch of hornets. That was awesome! We need a lot of sticks. Many sticks! How to make shelter, how to find water, how to make a fire, and how to find some food. Hypothermia is a real thing, and it doesn't just happen in the wintertime actually. Could be 60 degrees and raining, 50 degrees and raining, and within a few hours you could become hypothermic. So I have to be very careful about that. Whenever you test your skills, you want to be very safe about it, and little by little you expand your comfort zone. So to ensure that I don't get hypothermic, I have some woolen layers. I also did bring a knife and a hatchet and a water bottle, but my hope is that I won't have to use them, or that if I have to use them initially, eventually I'll be able to provide all my needs with purely natural earthen materials, so nothing man-made. Okay, in a pinch, if it starts pouring, I can snuggle in here and I will be dry. So I've got my bed pretty much ready. Nice separation from the wet of the ground. Should be high and dry. The roof is pretty good considering the prevailing winds here. This and the roof should protect me from any moisture. You can see there's actually still dry leaves under here, even though it's been raining for 3 days. So that's a good sign. One other sign I've noticed is that this hand is pretty swollen from that ground wasp nest, and the tingling in my lip did go away, so that gives me hope and relief, but I still want to bring the swelling down. This is very good. Very good for bites and stings. Probably should have put it on earlier, but better late than never. There's water pooling in the bottom. That's a good sign. Now I just gotta get deep enough to get my vessels in there and make sure the walls are shored up so it doesn't collapse. Awesome. Check those out. That's some lobster mushrooms. And there's some more down here. Just emerging after this recent rain. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh, that looks like a good cooking pot. Oh, there's another nice flat one. Look at that, man. Beautiful, man. Okay, so time to get a little fire going here. I think I'm gonna set it all up, get it ready to light. Okay, so the fire is pretty much ready, at least the structure. I'm gonna go collect some water now out of the well. Hopefully it's settled and clear. And then it's time to start foraging for some food. Smells okay. We'll find out. Good, he didn't even feel that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, premature, ready to eat. Oh, good. Yummy! Look at this beauty. Basswood buds are the best in the springtime. They're absolutely delicious. You can dry them and they're just like all this crunchy little nutty, yummy thing. They get a little bit woody here this time of the season, but they'll still be good for a little extra roughage. There, okay, we got a coal. This is good. Good sign. Now, just gonna make sure that it stays together, and then it will light this fluffy bundle of love. These beautiful beech leaves. There we go. Oh, isn't that just the most wonderful feeling in the world? Hallelujah, baby. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah. I love you. So we got a nice dinner tonight. We got some apples here hanging out. Slow bake method. We got some milkweed pods, delicious and nutritious. Got a nice bullfrog, beautiful little bugger. I'm so grateful for him. and for everything. The nettle, got some tea, a little Prunella vulgaris or self-heal, and the goldenrod. My hand is still quite a bit swollen, so I'm hoping that once I drink that goldenrod tea, it will go down. So it's good to practice when you have the luxury of practice. That's for sure. So that way, if you're ever in the real situation, you're much more likely to have fun. Ooh, that looks like it could be very useful. It's not too old. Plants and animals, I feel the same about when I take their life. It's a living creature. It communicates. It senses. It breathes so that we may breathe. These are freshies. You can see they're pretty good. Not too many bugs or anything in there. Wow, lots of protein and chitin and minerals. I'm grateful. Know your mushrooms. Hopefully I don't die. Just kidding. So, if you don't want to kill a tree, which I never do unless I absolutely need to, what you can do is take a section out of the bark, big rectangle, and the tree will still have enough xylem and phloem in its cambium to keep itself alive, and it will heal the wound eventually. So this is one way that if you are really in need, you can harvest bark without killing a tree. Wow, look at this. Then I can just dry it out and then pound it and eat it. Adirondackers are bark eaters. We live about 15 minutes, 20 minutes outside of the park. Nice sugars. And then if you want to get some of the juice, oh my god, you can see the sap running. You just graze the knife along the bark. Wow. This is the most delicious nectar I have ever tasted in my life. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I can hardly control myself over here. Wow. Nothing to do but make my cooking pot. Oh darn. Maybe get a little smoke in my eyes, but it's a small price to pay for this feeling of timelessness. You can see, try not to burn it too fast. You don't want it to catch on fire. Well, really, you just don't want it to crack. Oh, a little smoke in the eyes. Oh, where'd you go? Don't want to catch my bed on fire, that's for sure. Gotta be very careful with this stuff because, you know, you can burn yourself or your whole house down pretty quick if the dampness isn't right. So be aware. It's an old dump. Before we had plastic. Oh, almost before we had plastic. That could be very useful. Mineral, ooh, mineral rich. Boy, these are potent too. If you can get them low enough on the stalk, you can avoid the sting. But, not always. Ooh, that got me good. I should grab some of that jewel weed that I just put in my pocket. Actually, where's the jewel weed? There it is. And I'm gonna squeeze that up. Squeeze it right on there. Oh yeah, it went in my cut, so it gave me an extra good, a good shock there. But boy, that's instant relief. That's amazing. It's very sweet. Oh my God. Oh, it tastes just like the earth. It's so good. Oh wow, so beautiful here. Sun is going down. Got a bunch of food. I was hoping maybe to catch another frog or something. If I hunted hard enough, I'm sure I could get one, or maybe a snake. But I'm really looking for a porcupine, so we'll see. Shit, smacked him. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Well, last night after I went to get water, I just had to sleep. And my bowl wasn't really deep enough. I mean, we could make a small stew in there, but still got a little ways to go. So, it's pretty early now, and I need food. So, I'm gonna go see if I can't find a beautiful, beautiful creature to help nourish my body. I have a bunch of veggies and apples and herbs and things, but I'm really hoping to find some fat. So let's see if we can't do some caretaking. So I found his den. I intersected him on the way home for his daily rest. So possibly this evening I could wait outside for him to leave and hopefully intersect him again before he climbs 70 feet up in the tree. So I've scored the center of this bone here that I found, and I'm going to attempt to crack it right down the middle. I found a very nice trident here. Cut a nice long, pretty straight pole. It's going to be my frog spear. I found that trying to whack them over the head is not the most effective means of catching them. Yes, dude! So I'm going to take my dried mushrooms, all the lobster mushrooms, about a handful, and the frog liver, and it's going to be like a vitamin stew. Oh my god, it'll be so good. Wow, that's a big liver for a little critter. Oh wow, the frog cooking poop smells so good. Just want to say a little prayer for these creatures, for the frogs and for the apples and the milkweed, for the lobster mushroom and the reishi and the chaga, for the chenopodium, the lamb's quarters, for the stinging nettle and the horsetail, for all the blackberries, every bit of life. I am forever grateful. And so the atoms of their bodies will become the atoms of my own. And if I ever have any kids, it'll become part of their body too. We're all connected. We say we can't change what we've done to the Earth Mother, but we can change what we do. My prayer is that we become caretakers. Sounds like the porcupine might be on the move. Like I already have so much food. I need to catch them right now. Awesome. Well, I swear to God, there's nothing more satisfying than catching your own food and foraging for it. Wow. So I owe everything to the landscape. Everything to the earth, that's for sure. All I have and all I am is made of her. Thank you, Mama. Oh yeah. There we go. Ooh, crispy milkweed. Mmm. Ooh, milkweed. Whenever you eat wild game, you want to make sure everything's cooked really well, all the way through. The frog I put in the soup was absolutely dried like a mummy. And his legs, they're a little overdone. Last night I cooked them a little better, but they are delicious nonetheless. Crispy on the outside. Ooh, and this apple, it's bubbling. It's a feast. Holy wow, and still got the soup. This is a lot of food. I think I'm gonna have leftovers and actually be full. No, surely my stomach has shrunk a little bit the past couple days. But that's alright. Frog's legs, man. So, I don't know if it's the ashes. This flavor, it's almost like barbecue. Wow. My goodness. I'm just gonna keep on cooking these frogs till they're totally dry. Cooked through. Crispy critters. And then we'll make a soup tomorrow before we go out for the day. Big adventure tomorrow. I'm gonna go find some clay and hopefully some quartz. Yee-hoo! Sure is beautiful this morning. The red squirrels running around, the birds are singing. The air is so sweet. Nothing like the smell of the campfire. It's amazing how little I need to consume of this wild food to actually feel good. And after I eat it, I don't feel heavy, I don't feel tired. I just feel relaxed. And I kind of feel that food just radiate out from my belly, you know. It's a good feeling. When I have that feeling, I know that it's quality nourishment. Wild food. That's what I want. That's what I crave. The good food. Wow. What magic is held in that hive? The way they communicate and work together. Looks like a very robust hive. You can see here, it actually looks like a bear might have taken out one of the old hives. Check it out. The base of this tree here was quite a while ago. But the way that was carved out like that, I don't know, it seems pretty aggressive for a woodpecker. I'm going to start processing this clay. Ooh, yeah, it's a good consistency, or good moisture content if I can just get it the right consistency. Robin's a little upset over there. There were some ravens around earlier. And I saw an owl actually when I was walking in here. It's just been so fun, all the wildlife. There's 2 coyotes not far from the shelter last night, just up the hill, probably a few hundred yards. Sounded like an adult and a pup.